Good afternoon or good morning, everybody. Just want to get into it today. Big topic in the city, in the world, just basketball wise mainly. Kyrie not playing, can't play uh, due to the rules in Brooklyn. He just came out with a major statement telling us, his process and why he can't play and why he doesn't, feel the need to either get vaccinated or move forward with the process of just playing with the team and joining the team. Um, First off the rip, very supportive of Kyrie. He can do what he wants to do. It's his choice to play or not to play or to participate in the way that they ask. The issue becomes just what people are saying without him ever really saying anything. Like, imagine you never said anything and everyone's commenting on just what they think you're doing or what they don't know what you're doing. Like, they basically didn't have any knowledge of what um, this guy was going through. There's a time when they people didn't know if he was really vaccinated and just not stating his status, and people are still chiming off on, hey, what is Kyrie doing? Kyrie's losing this much money. Kyrie should retire. Kyrie's selfish. Like, all these things based on what? Like, no one really knows what. Based on dislike for the guy, based on his prior actions of perceived selfishness, based on his mindset. He thinks different. A lot of guys don't like that. What it looks like really is it comes down to, you know, man to man jealousy of a man. Like, Kyrie's in full control of his career. He can not work and potentially risky being paid and still be happy. A lot of people can't really accept that because in our society we gotta accept that. Like, most people can't afford to make the choice he's making. So people are negative about that. We shouldn't be. We shouldn't care. It's just basketball at the end of the day. Hate to tell everybody this. Most of sports is fake anyway. Like, on a professional level, there's gambling. There's all kind of influence involved. You don't know what or why things are happening in professional sports. So if you really take it this seriously, where a man's personal decision offends you, and people are going off on it, it's kind of silly. Um, you will never meet Kyrie. He doesn't have your number. You don't have his number. You can't influence him, etc., etc. I've had people say, well, if Kyrie doesn't do it, he's influencing all these people, and if he doesn't do it, a lot of people will follow suit. Um, get real, man. Like, he sells shoes, he bounces a ball. He's an individual person. Like, he might have 6 million fans on Instagram, and he's not telling them to do anything of concrete, in concrete direction. Like, he's not a prophet. He's not a pastor. He's not anybody of an influence that is actionable to others. Like, you can't raise an army. Like, the way that people are giving these guys this power they don't even have or they're not using. And Kyrie's definitely not using any power at all other than his own individual choice. Like, he's riled up more negative than he has positive. So, the fear that he's gonna have a whole bunch of people follow his lead or do anything is weird, and a lie, because none of these athletes really want to be a leader at all. Like, let's be honest. But like, his own leadership is just of being a free thinker. You should want your kids to be free thinkers. You should want adults to be free thinkers. You should want everybody to think their own thing and then express themselves and do what they feel is right. On any level, you'll never have a ton of Kyries doing the wrong thing. There's not enough people like that. There's not a lot of people like that. It's a different thing. So the worry of his influence is comical. Let the guy be himself. Let the guy decide what he wants to do. If he doesn't play for the Nets, the main thing that's still gonna happen. James Harden and Kevin Durant is gonna play for Brooklyn. They are not winning the championship with him or without him. So what's changed? The NBA still goes on. All the other players are playing. All the guys who have to play, who are making 10 million and under, who don't have an option to sit out because hey, they can't afford to, which we're led to believe. And the NBA, 96% of the guys are vaccinated, so there's no real issue there. Other than if people miss Kyrie, if you miss Kyrie, all you have to do is basically download or watch Uncle Drew I think he has a part one, part two, and you'll see him every day. You can watch old games of Kyrie if you miss him. Like a lot of guys, I realize love Kyrie in a negative way. Like they're gonna miss him and they're mad he's not playing, so they're angry about it. But he's eventually gonna play at some point. I can't see him not coming back. He's gonna make a choice for himself in his own time, and then you're gonna be upset again. But don't fall for the theater of this NBA thing. The NBA wants you one to hate LeBron James. He has 100 million followers. LeBron James is a show. Two, they want you to hate Kyrie, who is also an influential player. And it's all about attention. Like a lot of people are following the NBA this week, this month, prior to the season, based on these storylines, and everyone's buying into it. And you have everybody talking about the same thing. You got me talking about it, and really, I support the guy, and I wouldn't even think twice about it, other than the negative press one man can get for making one decision. There's other things to focus on, which they want to distract you from. Obviously, like other police unions in the same state of New York, 16,000 police officers are not going to be vaccinated and don't have to. But we're all focused on Kyrie in this place he's in. Like, not for us to focus on all that stuff, but think about that. Kyrie's one player, on a team of 12, 13 guys. He's letting everybody down. But, you know, certain civil servants don't have to in the same state, and they're not letting anyone down. No one cares. So where is the whole fairness in just targeting one guy? So basically, it's kind of like a scapegoat for people who want to kind of gravitate to a star or someone who's living a life that they feel is better than theirs, or they feel he's too entitled to have that opinion. But everybody can't be like that. Let the chips fall where they may. Watch the season. Raptors are playing. Go Raptors. We don't have that problem in Toronto. Like I said, the NBA season is gonna go anyway. Nothing to worry about. Let Kyrie do his thing and let things pass on. That's my take on the Kyrie situation. Don't obsess over sports in that way. Like I said, most of it's fake and it's for entertainment. It's a big theater, and just enjoy the show and be entertained. But don't fall into the gap of just what they're feeding you to be mad about. Like, come on, man, really? Like, he's one dude. He's taking a year off, maybe getting paid 19 million. He's blessed. You're blessed. Everybody's super blessed, as my friend Mike would say. No issues. But yeah, thanks again for the time. That's my take on Kyrie. Hit you again at some point this week with another keynote or key topic. I'm sure something will come up in sports. And let's go Raptors.